Yểm trợ tôi.
Nó đánh được B một lần, nó đánh hoài.
Đã nhận.
Đủ. Thua ván này sao?
Hang về.
Đủ mắt nó nhảy ở cửa sổ ra. Khó thế. Tham. Ôi trời, làm cái gì vậy? Dã man thật. Tàu ngầm rồi, để bắn tàu ngầm rồi.
Khói nè.
Sai B 1. Cho bảo nhá. Hình như tối nay là ngày trả điểm rồi sao ấy. Ván này chắc là vẫn thua. Khó thắng. Hai hôm nay được nhiều điểm, tối là phải trả rồi.
Khói nè.
Bỏ. Lại còn thoát nữa chứ. Top nhiều rồi anh, top 70 thôi. Chắc là mai lên top 80 nữa. Nay không được nhiều điểm nên là chắc là tuột. Thôi lên ngắm bắn.
Khói nè. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. né đi. Khói nè. Quá bình thường. Khu B. Khu A. Khu A. Đá nhau. Khói nè. Đập bom ở A. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Mù nè.
Địt mẹ ném mù hay thế. Đi về na. Này. Ăn 4 rồi chả nhẽ thua tiếp thì dở hơi. Cho khanh nhá.
Khói nè.
Này. Chết thằng ngắm rào rồi.
Quá bình thường. Khói nè. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Thấy bom rồi. Đặt bom ở A. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Mù nè. Mù nè, tuyệt vời. Khói nè. Lựu đạn né đi.
Ủa, mấy nhỏ.
Lựu đạn né đi.
Ơ, hai con súng mới à? Rồi. Ép điều khiển B luôn anh không quen ép. Không quen ép điều khiển B. Quen bắn thủ hơn là ép. Hay. Sao vẫn win vậy? À thôi. Lên lung lên shotgun bắn với nó nào. Nó chơi shotgun này.
Khói nè.
Ui địt mẹ, bắn thế thì chịu rồi. Thế thì chịu. Chịu hẳn. Spam bừa đấy. Đùa nhau. Cái thằng này móc tận nhà rồi này. Bê đông. Bỏ đi, bỏ thằng đấy đi. Địt mẹ, ngu thế. Không có đường bỏ. Đi móc tận đấy rồi mà không giết được ai. Chịu. Chơi. Đây. Thôi, canh sàn.
Khói nè. Khu A về. Khu A. Mu nè. Quá bình thường, chúng ta ăn được.
Hay.
Lựu đạn, né đi.
Snap quả được không? Đấy, xài. Uy tín. Còn dinh thự cấm là ấy rồi đấy. Là thấy cửa thắng rồi đấy. Nay bắn đến 11 giờ nghỉ nhờ. Để xem nó thắng nhiều không, thua nhiều không, nghỉ sớm.
Mu nè.
Còn cứ cân thì cứ bắn thôi. B à?
Khu B.
B.
Khu B.
Dụ ra đây. Hay rồi.
Lựu đạn, né đi.
Nó ra lại mít đấy. Bom đâu cơ? Cho thế nhá. Trong bộ slung thì slung nào mạnh nhất vậy anh á? Khẩu M37 đấy. Khẩu M37 hoặc khẩu AA12 VIP. Chết mẹ, hỏng rồi B2. Mình đi chậm quá, nãy bị nhảy lỗi. Các anh em Stella cho hỏi là bên Campuchia mình có chơi xét được không? Chơi được nhé. Fake IP. Chỉ có fake IP thôi. Không biết là VTC nó còn cấm không, cấm server nước ngoài vào không nữa.
Khói nè.
Thử tài xem. Ở đâu rồi? Vừa đây mà. Nó thấy rồi.
Mu nè. À.
1C. Trùng 5. Money. 1C. Ai được biết làm không? Không biết làm. Chịu. Lên mạng tìm hiểu thôi, gì đó. Muốn chơi thì phải tìm hiểu thôi. Không chết 2 rồi, ăn cớt rồi.
Im chờ tôi.
Mỏi lưng thế. Ngồi nhiều quá. Thanh niên này còn ném khói này.
Khói nè.
Lên sao? Không được đâu cu.
Lựu đạn né đi. Mu nè.
B. Ôi, sao mình nhảy lên thùng mà không thấy nhở? Định mệnh nó núp đâu vậy? Núp ghê đấy. Không thế ơi, mệt lắm.
Khói nè.
Nhận thì nhận cho người khác thôi. Bao nhiêu việc. B.
Khu B. À.
Định mệnh đi đâu vậy? Không ai canh mít luôn. Móc linh tinh hết cả lên. Khó rồi.
Khu A. Khói nè.
Nó có snip ấy. Phải nhảy chứ, chạm đất đã chết rồi. Bắn dính thế nhỉ. Thôi ăn cứt rồi. Thua rồi, ván này thua rồi. Tôi tưởng thắng cơ. Flash nó là được.
Mu nè.
Trời ơi cửa A. Phải nhảy ra bắt đầu nó mới vào. Đùa. Hay. 2/6 rồi. Tạm thời là chưa thế à? Tạm thời là chưa. Vẫn đang ổn mà. Chỉ với ăn với chơi thôi.
Khó nè. Mù nè.
Bên nó ngắm tốt lắm.
Đồng ý. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Đã nhận. Khu B. Khu A. Mù nè. Lựu đạn nè, né đi. Khó nè. Yeah. Khu B. Khu B. Khu A.
Đủ chạy loạn cả lên.
Mù nè.
Quả này nó kê hẹn rồi.
Khó nè. Lựu đạn nè, né đi.
Đâu vậy? B đây, B đây, B đây, B đây.
B.
B đi, B đi, B đi, B đi, B đi.
Khu B.
Không móc à? Không móc luôn. Win. Cứ tưởng thua. Nhìn vậy cũng mệt phết đấy chứ. Mệt chứ. Kiếm tiền người nào chẳng mệt. Lại map này rồi, map này là thua rồi. Thấy toang rồi đấy.
Yểm trợ tôi. Cần hỗ trợ. Cần hỗ trợ. Khói nè. Mù nè.
Thôi, chết mẹ hỏng rồi. Ẩu rồi. Thủ vàng. Ngày nhỏ không nghĩ tiền quan trọng đến vậy. Giờ cái như dâu. Chạy A rồi sao ấy. À, hình như rơi bom. B. Snip là thấy toang rồi.
Khói nè.
Không biết được tanh, không biết được lục. Mẹ ra sai rồi. Thùng vàng một. Bắn trúng tường chứ, phải thùng vàng.
Đã rõ. Cần hỗ trợ. Khói nè. Mù nè. Lựu đạn, né đi.
Mẹ cả đằng sau nữa chứ. Trừ 55.
Well,
Your kids sound really
teaching
together.
me, you know.
I wish my kids would teach me
you
something.
know, I can see why you have kids.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I almost feel like, you know, what an idiot that I should be teaching them to love, but I don't, you know, I'm not there, like you say.
Is Kelly comfortable with her body?
Totally, but she's fit and thin, and she plays tennis every day.
Would she
works
walk
out.
around the house nude? I mean, not when the kids are there, but I mean, would she walk around the bedroom naked with the lights on and the whole thing?
Yes,
she
without thinking about it.
will. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, she would. And I always say to her, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, honey, why do you like me? I'm so fat." And she's always like, have we ever had one issue with me not being attractive? I'm like, I know, but honey, you could have such a gorgeous girlfriend. She's like, please don't. Like, how I perceive me is not how necessarily other people do, you know?
Sometimes I think, too, it's like, well, I mean, I understand the way, especially knowing a little bit about how you grew up.
Yeah.
I think there is a protectiveness there.
Yeah.
You don't want that kind of sexual attention.
Yeah.
You really don't.
Right. And there are 5 O'Donnell children, and all of us are overweight.
Really?
Yes.
So you think this
All right, now extrapolate with your theory.
Yeah.
I think
Well, yeah.
I think they lost their mother when they were young. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm having my own problems, believe me.
Right.
I'm
But
at
it
that
is
shrink 3 days a week, and I'm really confused.
Is it helping at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a better father.
That's great.
I do think I'm a little more connected with my kids and able
Well,
to empathize more.
I
And
think
you
that's
have a
what,
good relationship now.
And I
yeah,
have a
you
good
do.
relationship
Yeah,
with
I
them.
saw you with them in a
Yeah.
restaurant once. But, you know, I think that when my son asked me about the drinking, that what he was saying was he wanted me to be more present, to connect more.
Yes.
That's what he was saying, you know, and so,
Was it hard to give up the beer?
no.
No.
Not really. I mean, you know, truthfully, I would, I don't have one. If I'm at home at night and I'm going to have a beer, I'll have 4. And it affects the weight tremendously. And
Right.
if you have depression issues, it's totally the worst thing to do. So it
Do you
wasn't-
medicate yourself? Do you take medication for your depression?
I do.
You do. What do you take?
Effexor.
Effexor. Mm-hmm. Artie, there's
Artie's
one you're not
thinking
on.
of
What are you on, Artie?
taking-
I
He's on
tried.
heroin, so.
No, heroin's not good.
No.
What do you take?
I realize heroin's not an antidepressant.
He's
right?
off prescription.
I'm not a moron.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had issues, and Paxil helped me out a lot. But I haven't been on an antidepressant in a while. Lately, I've been thinking about going on one, and I haven't been. The last time I took Paxil was probably a decade ago, so I know they made a lot of advancements and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember that they said the worst thing to do with an antidepressant is to drink.
Correct.
On any level, you know.
Yes.
So you got to make a decision either way.
Right.
I don't know. Effexors work for you?
It has worked for me, and it's a low dose, and
Right.
and it also helps with hot flashes, which I don't think you have.
Are you going
not
through
yet.
menopause?
Yes, honey.
Now, how is this affecting you?
Oh dear Lord, and I don't think women ever talk about it. How old are
Robin
you,
does.
Robin?
Don't ask my age.
Well, black don't crack. There's no way to guess.
It's
Look
hard
at
to
you.
tell.
How
She's
old?
good.
64.
No, but you're not. You're what are you?
Tell the
my
truth,
age?
Robin.
47?
I don't know. Oh, God, I'm so much
No.
older
You're
than
older
you.
than me?
Oh,
Yes.
she's way older than
Okay,
you.
well, mine started at 41, and my show was over when I was 40, so I'm in bed at 41, and I wake up, and the baby now is like 2, Vivian. I go, oh, God, she must have peed in the bed. Because the bed's soaked, and I look around, there's no baby. There's just me.
The whole bed was wet.
Oh, my God, drenched like, you know.
I think I'm going through menopause.
Maybe
You're
you could be.
drenching the
I'm
bed
always-
now?
I'm always
a night
drenched.
sweat on you?
Do you remember Albert Brooks in broadcast news? That's what it was like.
Wow, the sweat.
Just
Sweat
everywhere.
everywhere.
And it lasted like probably 3 years, and it was unbelievable. Some nights I would sleep with Ziploc bags full of ice on my neck, my head, and my chest.
How does this affect you sexually? You weren't a very sexual person, and I've even said to Robin started using KY when
I
she
did not.
You did
I lied
too.
to you. We
You're
weren't
lying
even
now.
having sex. I was just lying.
You don't use KY?
No.
Since
A
menopause?
little
Never
KY
have.
goes a long way for anyone, is my opinion.
You will use KY.
I'm just saying that if you're in the mood, it sometimes is helpful.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even know what you and Kelly are doing, but you need KY
It's
for
probably pretty similar to what you're doing.
it. Does Kelly get upset when you need KY? Does she feel that she's less of a woman, that she is not turning you
Well,
on?
with 2 women, there's not that much of a need for KY unless
Okay.
you're, really going to go into the whole 9-yard acrobatics. Let's lose the trapeze, sweetie. But
You're talking
no,
about
she would-
strap-ons, that kind of thing?
Well, whatever kind of thing you might use to pleasure yourself or another.
Really?
Yeah.
Strap-on? You do not use a strap-on. I don't see it.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
I don't think you need it.
That's funny.
I think you can turn a woman on with your tongue and your hands.
Wow, Howard, I love that your opinion of me is the sexually crazed.
I've heard things about you.
I know, but you've heard it from a lying
I've heard
bellman
all
at the
lies.
Four Seasons.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
wish I knew who that guy was because I tip him. That's a fantastic rumor to spread about. No, I thought he would tell you like she ate the whole minibar again. You know what I mean? Like, he's telling you got models in there who are naked.
Oh, you have no idea how great your sex life is from what I've heard.
I would, I wish that I wish it was true.
I want to
think
know
it's
how
a-
much
do you
it is
think
you
it-
have to tip that guy to get him to say that shit about me.
Do you think it's important to you to have famous friends? I feel like all your friends are famous.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I
Like
think
who?
of Madonna and that whole crew, and I feel like you know, I don't know.
My 2 best friends are Jeannie and Jackie. They've been my friends since kindergarten.
Oh, so
And
you
Jackie lives like 15 minutes from me, and she's actually tutoring my son.
in Florida?
No, we live in Nyack, New York.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they go to school there in Nyack.
I thought you lived in Miami.
We have a movie star home there.
Yeah.
That we go on vacation. So I only want to go there for vacation, and Kelly wants to travel. So normally I'll take the kids to Miami, and she'll take one at a time to Europe or somewhere that she wants to go, because I have no desire to go to Europe or anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Ugh.
please.
It'd be horrible.
I'm like, we have a whole house there with a jet ski. What's the point?
I don't wanna
want
see
someone
anything.
else's schmutz.
What are you going to see? Old stuff?
A ruin? What's the point of it? It's ruined, you know?
So my psychiatrist says to me that there's something wrong with me, that I'm afraid to go to these
They
places.
say that to me, too.
I am too. I don't really want to see
You have
other
no
worlds.
interest in other cultures where you came from or your ancestors
Listen,
came from?
I read a lot of books. I've read all of the books on Ireland. I
There
read
you go.
everything. You know, I watch documentaries, but
and
do
it
I...
doesn't occur to you You want to see the White Cliffs of Dover.
Well, what I did, I actually went to Ireland. After my mother died, my father took all 5 kids to Belfast, 1973.
Ooh.
Wasn't that smart? In the middle of the war. Thanks, Dad.
No wonder you're afraid.
That's why you don't want to go.
But for my 40th birthday, my one birthday, Kelly and I and about 6 friends rented a plane and flew to Italy. And by the time I got to the hotel, I was so nervous and upset I threw up.
Oh.
Wow.
That's how unsettling it was.
Well, you see, I think you're like me in this sense.
goodness.
That my mother I used to sit at her feet, and she would say to me, you know, your grandmother, she was wiped out by the Nazis, her whole family, Germany. All the kids died. All of the relatives died. They came, they banged on her house, and they took them off to Auschwitz and killed them. And then she'd go, we're going to Europe. Would you like to come with us?
Yeah,
I go,
no.
what are you, crazy?
What are you, nuts? That's where it
Europe, that's where
started.
I'm going to get gassed. I'm
Now,
not
wait,
going to do that.
your actual grandmother died in the
No,
war?
my real, it was like a step-grandmother.
Oh,
I've
okay.
had many grandmothers.
You have?
Yes. But
Because I've read a lot of books about people our age who were raised by Holocaust survivors.
yes, and you're more scared than actual people who've gone through the Holocaust.
Yeah.
I mean, the stories I would hear, I mean, who would want to even venture outside? I like sitting in the house.
That's
don't
what
want-
I like. I'm
Me
like,
too.
why should we go to a restaurant? They deliver.
Listen, you didn't feel protected as a kid. You're
Right.
scared.
Exactly.
And you still hold
right.
on to all that
Yes.
stuff.
But I've gotten better in that I can now be in the house alone. There was a long time I couldn't be in the house by myself.
You're really good at having your own talk show. What is the problem? Is it does it fatigue you? Is that why you will not have your own talk show? I feel like you walked away from the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah.
You walked off The View. That just was too much headache.
Yeah.
You tried the variety show thing, but why mess with your success? In other words, why even do a variety show? You have
Will you do
a
another
formula.
talk show?
Yeah.
Well, I had some meetings when I was in L.A. to promote this movie that I would last week. I was in L.A. and
Right.
you know, the reason that I left was because at some point I was really bored of talking to celebrities.
Right.
And I didn't want to interview somebody who did the same exact story the night before on Letterman that I watched. And it couldn't be authentic or real for me.
Right.
And it became less and less
Fun.
Exactly. And so by the time I had the guy from the soap opera I don't watch for the 10th time because we hadn't, you know, it just, I felt like I had done it. And so now if I were to go back, I would want to do it with real people. I would want to do it with actual stories that are of interest. Not all heavy and not all, you know, but just to have fun.
And maybe the occasional celebrity and that kind of thing.
Talking about something other than what they're there to promote.
Maybe it's the medium. Maybe because you are so successful, you do network television. That network television doesn't really allow you a lot of leeway. There was a point in my career where they came to me, ABC, and they said, we want to make you like sort of the Barbara Walters. Before the Academy Awards, you'll interview 4 celebrities and this and that. I said, well, but what are the standards? How am I going to be able to really ask anybody a real question? I don't think it was me. So maybe you were thinking for a while of going on MSNBC and doing a show.
Which we were actually like 5 seconds away from
I think that would have been good because you could have done politics. You
Right,
could
I
have
would
done
have
a lot
loved
of
to do
stuff.
that. But, you know, Rachel Maddow actually took that job, and she's fantastic at it.
She is?
Yeah, have you seen it?
I haven't watched her.
No, she's really good.
Let me talk to you about this special that you're promoting. Because, first of all, so I got a copy of it. They said, you got to watch it before Rosie comes on. And for some reason, I felt like that was a homework assignment. Like,
Believe me,
this
I
is-
remember. On my show, I used to hate when people said that.
Yeah.
It would be hard to watch it, or I'd watch it on fast forward.
Well, you're a big enough star. I said, okay, I got to watch this. I said to Beth, we got to watch Rosie's show. I thought it was going to be some documentary or something. I
Right.
didn't know what I was in
Right.
for. And even Robin reminded me, I liked your last show, so I should watch it. So I went home with Beth. Gary went home and he watched it. Excellent, A+, great show. This is a story. Rosie plays a social worker. The kid who is the black kid who's gone through the foster system.
Right.
You've met him in a diner and
Yeah.
you put him. That's pretty bold. You're producing a show for Lifetime.
Yeah.
And you meet this kid in a diner and you just say, hey, you're a good-looking kid. Maybe you'll be the star of this thing.
Well, we had read 100 kids for the part. We had 3 weeks of pre-production. We got to do the movie because we piggybacked on another Lifetime movie, used their crew,
Right.
and Detroit had unbelievable tax incentives for movies. So it was a one-in-a-lifetime shot, and it was right when I was supposed to be preparing for the variety show.
Right.
But I thought